Hey y'all, so I am in the microgreens room, and it's also a green room, which is completely by accident. But anyway, this is a spare bedroom at my house, and the room in which I will be growing all of my microgreens and things like that. This is the shelf that y'all saw a video of me building, and right now I've got some regular old house plants up there. It's cold here, so I figured they could get a little light since I can't be outside right now. But on the second shelf, I've got my bags of seed. I've got pea, radish, and sunflower. So these are the ones that I'm going to start out with, experiment with a little bit. And I'm actually going to plant them tomorrow. So tonight I have to soak the pea and the sunflower. These are the little bags that they come in. But you see here, MV Seeds, that's who I ordered them from. But anyway, the reason that some of the seeds need to be soaked is it increases the germination rate. So, you know, I've just read like that sunflower and pea are two of those. So anyway, I'll soak them overnight tonight and then let them dry out tomorrow. And then I'll officially plant my first planting of microgreens. I'm really excited. How about you, Hank? Are you excited? You excited, buddy? Alright, so how do I know how much seed I need to soak? Good question. I'm going to pretend like there is soil in these trays right here, and I'm going to sprinkle the seeds on it, and then I'm going to pour that in something to soak it in. So that's how I'm going to do it. But dig my little working table here. Got another one right there, but yeah, these are just like old wire spools. But anyway, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see that I need to put the seed in something else because this little baggie is going to be a pain. All right. I guess getting used to how many scoops I need and all of that is going to be interesting too. Does it smell like peas, Hank? But anyhow, all right. There are the peas. And the thing is if I need to put more after these soak, like if I'm spreading them out on the actual soil and it looks like that there aren't enough seeds, then I can always add more. This is just basically, like I said, to help germination. It's soaking the seeds in place of scarification, which happens naturally in nature. So anyway, we're just soaking them to kind of get the waterproof coating off so that they will emerge. Alright, that's what I'm going with for now. So I'm going to go ahead and dump these off into some Tupperware to soak them overnight. Alright, now I'm going to very, very carefully dump these into a Tupperware dish. May have to end up transferring these to a bigger Tupperware dish because I feel like those are going to swell pretty big. But alright, here we go. Now it's time to hurry up and wait. Well, good morning. So it's been about between 9 and 10 hours that these seeds have been soaking, and I got to let them sit for a few hours before I put them on soil. So let's see what they look like. Alright, here we go. The peas. Alright, so lessons learned. I should have definitely put them in a bigger container. But that's okay. Trial and error, my friends. There is still a little bit of water down in here. And these don't look any more swollen than the others, but alright, lesson 1. Alright. And the sunflowers. Okay. Wow. These are bubbling away. Alright, so that was good enough for the sunflower seeds. Okay, now it's time to drain them. Alright, so I'm going to strain these. Let them sit for a few hours and continue to drip out of this colander. And sunflower. Alright, gonna let these guys set and then we'll get to putting them in some soil. Eventually I'm gonna get a piece of plywood and make a tamper to mash the soil down so it's level when I sprinkle the seeds onto it. But for now I'm just gonna trace one of the trays on a piece of cardboard and make do with that. But yeah, eventually I'd like to have something a little more sturdy and probably just a piece of plywood with a handle on it. Alright, so y'all don't make fun of me, but this is my temporary seed tamper. A little bit of cardboard, some very small carabiners, and some bear bag cord. Boom. I'm waiting for those seeds to finish draining. I'm gonna go ahead and prep these trays with some soil, but I'm using Fox Farm Ocean Forest soil, and the reason I went with such a high quality soil is because it's important for the growth of these greens, just like eating healthy food is important for people. So want to grow healthy plants, got to give them a good medium to grow in. But anyway, I'm going to finish up this, and before long, I'm putting the seeds in. Okay, so using the tamper to flatten the soil so that no seeds collect, you know, too densely in one spot. And boom. Alright, time to sprinkle the seeds. Now the idea here is to evenly spread them while you're shaking them out. You don't really want to touch all over the seeds after you've sprinkled them, because you don't want to get soil on them. So the less soil you have on them, the better. So kind of touching them dirties the seeds more. Of course, these are kind of rolling around, but anyhow. Alright, I'm going to go use 2 hands now. The peas, I ended up having a decent amount left over once I filled that tray. So I went ahead and filled in with seeds that I didn't soak. So this will be kind of an experiment, you know, to see how well the mixed soaking versus dry seed does against the completely soaked seed. So we'll see. Sunflower's done. I may have more seed in there than I need, but I don't know. We'll find out. So there's the daikon radish, pea shoots, sunflower, and I actually ended up doing another tray of sunflower, again with mixed dry and wet seed. Alright, so I need to water the seeds now. I don't have a nozzle, like a hose pipe set up in the house yet, but I am going to do that. But anyway, it's important to spray the greens with a mister nozzle. So this has got a mister setting on it, just got it at Lowe's. So I had to bring them outside so that I can hook it up to the hose pipe and do that. But gonna hook up something a little bit more permanent and convenient inside. Fortunately, this nozzle is stuck on my hose pipe. I cannot get it off. I have tried. So I'll just have to do the best I can with this mist setting here to water them today, and then I'll get a new hose pipe. But anyhow, so just basically a 3-second mist on each of these trays. Sorry for the weird shadows. Okay, now for the radish. Woo. Alright, so the sunflower and the pea will sprout pretty well by themselves, but the radish needs a little more moisture, so if you put a paper towel on top, it kind of acts like a top layer. So that's what I'm going to do here, and then I'm going to go ahead and mist this one for a few seconds. Right, now I'm going to stack them up and tote them back in. Alright, I toted them in without dropping any. Yay! But anyway, I leave these stacked for a few days now, and stacking them basically makes the sprouts stronger, so when they start emerging, you know, they're doing a weightlifting exercise basically, and it'll make them stronger. But so whenever I water these for the next few days, I will rotate the order that they're in, just so the weight is distributed a little more evenly. Well, that's it for today. Now we wait. Okay, it is day 9, which means it is harvest day. And there are sunflower shoots, pea shoots, and then my radish are right here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and harvest these first. So let's do it. I just went ahead and measured out an ounce so I can show y'all an example. But anyway, went ahead and put the radish, microgreens in a Tupperware and soaked them in water to wash them. And you can see I've kind of dumped out some seeds and stuff along the side. So this gives you a chance to skim off dirt and seeds and all the stuff that you don't want in your greens. So now that I have washed them, I'm about to put them in my green spinner. Alright, so the greens are down in there, you can see them. And this is a salad spinner or green spinner or whatever you want to call it. I purchased off of Amazon. Probably need to upgrade to a bigger one eventually, but nifty little thing. Pops up, you spin, and you can see the water is spinning off of it there. And then whenever you want to stop, it's got a little break. Look at there, look at there. So there are the greens, and you can see the water left behind down in the bottom of the spinner. After washing your greens, you're going to lay them flat and spread them out to allow them to dry. So maybe have a fan going or something like that. Shouldn't take long. Once they're completely dry, then you do the packaging. Alright, so here's packaged product and all. Haven't put the twist tie on it yet. I've got some little labels I'm going to print up and everything. Here's my scale. Got this on Amazon. It had good reviews. So this should measure out, yep, right at an ounce. So I probably need to add a little bit more because I think one of these bags is like 0.1, 0.05. Okay, well, 0.1. So anyway, I'd have to add a little bit more, but that's basically what 1 ounce of microgreens is going to look like. So go ahead and harvest these. The rest of them, do the same thing for each type of microgreen, and then refrigerate. And so essentially I would do this before the farmers markets or before delivering to chefs and whatever, but that's basically it. Pretty simple. I got these little baggies at Walmart. I'm sure I could order something in bulk for a better price eventually, but just for the sake of getting these harvested tonight, I went ahead to Wally World. They're pretty cheap. But anyway, so for the taste test. Radish. Tastes just like a radish. It's pretty spicy, so I think it would make a nice addition to a salad, give it a little spice, or on anything really. And that's the wonderful thing about these. You've got this little bitty tiny plant that's just packed with nutrients and flavor. So anyway, well, I need to get harvesting the rest of these. See y'all later. Okay, so I am here at Amicalola State Park, and I am about to hike the approach trail. Just weighed my pack in and signed the register.